Hello, everybody. This is the one and only Mr. LP Stephen Sykes with Enliven Radio. I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. And this is one of the videos, as I promised, to go with our radio show and our Women in Empowerment series. And I have Miss Dystany Spurlock here with us. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Did I say your name correctly?
Yes, you did.
Okay, not a problem. I don't want to get in trouble and I don't
Right.
get beat up by family members and stuff like that. How was your week so far today?
My week is going really good. Seem no sleep right now. I'm really sleepy, but I'm on that hustle. I'm on that grind to get to that next level. So
Not
I
a
can't
problem.
sleep.
No problem. Question for you. You're from the Richmond area.
Yes.
You've always been in the Richmond area and things.
Yes.
How you like Richmond?
All
Be
right.
truthful now. We want the truth. I got one lady fussing said it's not about the cliquish and
Okay.
all the other stuff. So I want the truth.
All right. Richmond, I think, is like good for if you want to raise a family. Like I tell anybody that is what Richmond is for. Like my family's from King William County. I'm a little country girl. I love it. But as far as me and my racing and what I want to do and what I'm trying to do, Richmond is not it. Like I'm an LA type Atlanta person.
Okay. You like more exciting but laid back, not busy.
Yeah.
See, I'm in New
yeah.
York. I love New York and
See.
and North Virginia, D.C. area.
No,
And
cannot stand it.
What?
I don't. It's too
Why?
much going on.
That's the whole point.
That's-
Wait a second. In L.A. and Atlanta, don't?
Well, see, that's the thing. LA and Atlanta does, but it's a different type. Like New York, people just like. "Argh."
Not everybody. You get the best of. You get the hiring is aggressive. You get
Right.
the people. There's a lot of great people.
Right.
I think there's Northern Virginia. I'll be wrong. I've been to Atlanta. I've enjoyed it. I've been to LA. I've been a while. So.
Right.
and things. So, tell me a little bit about your life. You from the north side, south side, or were you all over Richmond?
No, I was born and raised in the Henrico area, but like I said, I would go back and forth to King William County because that's where my family's from.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Did you you have other siblings here as well?
Yes, I have a little sister named Dallas.
So, hey Dallas, how you doing?
Hey, bud.
We gotta make sure we get Dallas in here. We
Yes.
don't want to forget Dallas and stuff like that.
No, that's all right.
So, are you still in school, or are you going
No,
to school?
I actually graduated high school a year early in 2009.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I actually was going to go to college for biochemistry and chemical engineering in UCLA, but then motorcycles and drag racing kind of came along, and I said, "Hey, I'm going to hit this iron while it's hot and
See how far it gets you.
Yes.
Okay, so no problem. So chemical engineering. What made you think about chemical engineering?
I don't know. I always like things that are really hard, and I've always loved science and math. So I said, why not do it? Like my mom, she works at a wastewater treatment company that's in charge of wastewater treatment plants. So she has that engineering side to her as well. And I've been to her job and I've seen the different things they do. And I'm like, I think I want to do something like that. So.
Well, see, and that's the beautiful thing. I'm always fussing that, granted, I know a lot of jobs don't allow it
Yeah.
for a variety of reasons, but we need to get back to that, bringing your children to work, whether they get into your field or not, but it's the whole encouragement of seeing somebody else
Somebody's work.
And,
Yes.
it's like, oh, man, shoot, mom and dad do work a little hard. I may not need to leave my lights on.
Exactly. And my dad, that's funny you say that because my dad, he's an IT tech too. He works for Bank of America. And when I was little, I used to go all the time. It's this really dark room, all these screens and lights. I'm like, Dad, what do you do? He's like, nothing. But when it gets crazy,
IT
it
people
goes
work
crazy.
hard.
Right.
IT people work hard. Do not get that influence. IT people work hard
Yeah.
all the time. Trust me.
I know.
No. So now, so you're, if you don't mind asking, you're 21 now.
Yeah.
And also you're legal.
Yes.
Okay. You have nothing to drink.
I like wine. I'm
Okay.
not gonna lie. I want to go to a winery. Like that's one thing I.
You've been winery well, close by a show, so this all look very popular. But
It's a big one in North Carolina.
when you get a chance, go to the Napa Valley and things like that.
Yeah.
You really would like that.
All right.
But then when you go travel, when we're done, I'll show you some other places overseas you got to try.
All right.
Okay, we go from there. Now, when you're 21, you've been in graduation for 2 years. What made you get into drag racing? Like, obviously, was it when you in high school you said, I want to get into drag racing,
Right.
or how did it go?
Well, when I was little, my when I was little, I used to ride on the back of a motorcycle with my mom at 6. And every time we go in the straightaway, the last straightaway in front of our house, I'm like, Mom, hit it. So she'll like go really fast. I'm like, yeah, you know. But I think that's what really started it. And then my goddad drag raced motorcycles, and I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna do this. Like at 14, he would take me to the track, and I said, I want to do this. So for my 17th birthday, she got me my first motorcycle, and it's just been going ever since.
See, that's good. So, your daddy's girl, mama's girl.
My goddad got me into it, but I'm a mama's girl.
You're a mama's girl. So, mama didn't have a problem with beautiful young daughter getting into the motorcycle, getting into it.
No, because I played football in high school. You gotta think I was the only girl, and then I played at Highland Springs, and Fairfield Middle. But I've always been adventurous. She's told me since I was young, Dystany, if something wanted to do it.
So you're a town girl, tomboy, excuse me.
Town girl, girly girl.
Girly girl. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now that you got into racing and things, like what did Dad think about the racing?
He was fine with it. Like, my family is so supportive of me.
That's very good.
Whatever I want to do, they're like, okay, what time is it? I will be there. You need posters. Like, you need...
That is awesome, because a lot of times you see kids and families, I want to do this. Okay, go ahead, go to school. But now you're doing something into the career.
Yes.
It's not about, can I get some tickets? Things like that. They're really, sponsoring you.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing.
My family, it's crazy. They come in handy so much. It's so many times I've left things and I'm like, Poppy, which is my granddad, like, Poppy, what are you doing? Can you bring me my boots? Like, I left my suit or something, There is so...
How you go to a racing without the suit?
Because, sometimes I'll have a suit in the trailer. Like, I have like 4 suits. I'll have them all in the trailer. But then I'll do events during the week where I'll take them out to show like kids if I do things in the community. And I'll go to the track, I'm like, you know what, I left my boots in my car. Holy crap. Like, that's happened. It's happened. I went all the way to North Carolina, left my boots in the house.
That's like, going to a set and forgetting your script,
Say being unprepared, I was, but you know what, I was going to have some sneakers and I was going to make it work.
You were going to look good no matter what, one way or
Right,
another. But hey, I can understand and say. Now, you do, with the racing, what type of racing do you do now?
I do motorcycle drag racing. I also do arena car racing here in the Richmond Coliseum, and I'm also getting started in stock car racing.
Now, when you do, okay, I want to tackle each one. When you got into, because when I think of the drag racing, as a kid, I grew up. I was a Richard Petty fan, and also I have a lot of. And I'm a really, really, really big fan of the Scott family. Wendell Scott.
Yeah.
High school. My high school coach was his son.
Oh, really?
Yes, and Mr. Frank Scott and Frankie J, Ward, Miss Mabel Scott, the whole family over there. Great family. And I would not be here today without their help. And then I've met Mr. Wendell Scott a few times, and he's a very good man. Mm-hmm. So I was familiar with that. Right. And then ESPN years ago, the Force Racing family. Mm-hmm. So I met Brittany Force years ago.
Did you?
Things like that. And so
they're doing really well too.
Yeah, I looked at the posters, and I'm just like, they just constantly ran.
Yeah.
So that was my introduction into the drag racing part of it. But with the arena racing, do you have to take a class for that, or how did that go?
Okay, arena racing, that came out of nowhere. I started arena racing last year, and you don't have to take a class. There's kids as young as 8 years old that race in the kids division, and it's nothing like it. When I say fun, it's like NASCAR on steroids. Like, seriously, it's like this little round track in the Richmond Coliseum with about 50 miles an hour. These cars flip, they wreck. Like, it's so much fun, but I love it.
Is it like, are you a part of let's say a series? You got the kids at different levels, or are you like, is it like NASCAR? You got different series and events and things? Or?
Well, it's only here in the Richmond Coliseum. We have, I think, 15 races a year. I was Rookie of the Year last year.
Congratulations.
Thanks. So, that's just basically what it is, and they have a point system as well.
Are you racing this year, and it's going on now?
Yes.
When's your next race?
My next race is Saturday.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, so I'm about to come out there.
Yes.
What time's the race Saturday?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. How long do the races usually be?
Probably, it just all depends on how many crashes they have. But I would say reasonable time, 6 o'clock is actually the meet and greet where you can come down in the pit to meet all the racers. The race starts at 7 and it normally ends to 9:30.
Awesome. Now, with the racing and things, how many people is in the event in like your series? Like, what's your league? Is you part of a league or a group?
Well, the league is just arena racing, and they have different mains, such as A main and B main. So wherever you qualify in, that's what main you would be in. But it's 14 cars on the track at one time, regardless if you're an A main, B main, or maybe sometimes there is a C main.
Is there? How did you get a car? Do you get it? Do you just buy one, or they let you use one?
No, you definitely have to buy your car. If you don't buy it, you have to have like somebody, a team owner that has one, and you rent it from them or anything like that. But I have my own car.
Awesome. How much are those cars these days?
A used one you can get one for probably about $7,000, but I think brand new. I might be wrong. Don't quote me. I think it's like $20,000.
Ooh.
But my team after hours fabrication to make sure I'm set.
After hours fabrications?
Yeah.
Okay, hey, after hours, I want to make sure we get them in because I thank them for sponsoring you and things.
Definitely.
Do you have to have a trailer to put it? I'm assuming you got to put it on a trailer and things like that. So you have a truck and tow it around. You drive it. You race.
Yes, I drive it. I have a trailer. I have a truck. I can back the trailer up, which we're in the process of teaching Mom how to do that, y'all. Because Mom,
she can't drive in reverse.
She's doing good now. It's hard though with the trailer, but she's getting it. She's getting it.
Okay, that's not a problem. It's just easy. You just throw it in gear, looking behind, and keep on going.
That's the thing. You turn left, it's going right with a trailer.
Which is like,
it's easier. It sounds easy, but it is.
No, but we're gonna have to have a talk with Mom.
She's getting it, but she's making progress.
She's making progress. Okay, not a problem. So when you brought your car, you got to get it painted and all the other stuff the way you want, or you just so that's more money and.
Yeah, some people get theirs painted, some get theirs wrapped, some get those, but yeah, I think mine is just wrapped this season. And Channel 12, NBC 12 is one of my new sponsors.
NBC 12.
Hey, NBC.
WRIC.com.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. No, that's wrong. That's 8. I'm sorry. WWBT.com. I'm so sorry. Please, Channel 12, don't get mad at me. So now you're racing. Do you wreck when you have to buy a whole new car or get somebody who maintains the car?
Okay, my car gets tore up. My God, Dad fixes it. He has his own paint shop, so thank God for that because literally my car body from last year is cut in half. So he's in the process of fixing that.
So you had to get to buy another car.
Yeah, I had to get another car. It wasn't my fault. They wrecked me.
They wrecked you. They said, we're going to get this young girl out of the way.
Right, move.
How did, so when you get another car, like how with the races, how much money do you win? Is this a trophy? Or
at the end of the season, there is a $10,000 pot that you can win, and you also get trophies for each race if you get first, second.
Ooh. So you just actually spend like money on like in your situation 2 cars. And
well, it's not 2 cars; it's the actual shell that goes over top.
Okay, sorry. But that got cut in half. The shell. Okay, so you spend so basically $7 and $10 grand somewhere around that.
To
buy it. You gotta
used
get it,
car,
used one, and then you gotta get it wrapped, body. You gotta get your helmet, a suit, all these different
a
things.
Racing seat and
so
all this gear.
The car don't come with the seat.
Some people get custom seats. It comes with a seat in it, but a lot of people have to get custom seats so it can fit your body. And seats can be as much as $2,000. They can be as cheap as $500.
Wow!
So racing is not cheap.
Okay, so now we're thinking off the top of my head. I'm thinking, anywhere you look at that $20,000 investment.
Yeah.
And this we talking used.
Yes.
So now
definitely.
You win $10,000.
Mm-hmm. it's all in the sport. It's all in what you love. The sport is growing, though.
But see, and that's what the next question is growing.
Yes, it's growing. We're working on trying to get for it to not just be here in Richmond. We're trying to get it in other states.
That's what I was wondering, because I've seen arena racing in other places. And
But they don't have the track though. They have arena racing for the cars, but they're racing on concrete. They don't have the track that we have.
What type of track do you have?
This track, I forgot how much it is. It's like X amount of dollars. It's up there, like in the thousands, like triple digits.
Because I know the Richmond Coliseum, they transition from the basketball there,
and they store it in there, and they're trying to get it so we can have a track that's lighter and we can take it to different states and race in their Coliseum as well.
I think that would be an excellent, wonderful thing.
Okay.
So when does this the arena racing start and when does it end?
It starts in November and it ends in April.
So we're just getting going.
We're just getting going. It starts right where motorcycles ended. And once I get into NASCAR, I don't know how the motorcycle thing's gonna work, you guys.
Oh, so now, what do you want to do? Have you looked into a funny car and the drag?
Drag racing world, I've looked at it, but right now NASCAR is my goal. Because I've kind of done the drag racing thing with motorcycles.
Yeah, I was about that. How do you like that versus the arena?
Versus cars. I like them both equal. I like the cars a little bit more, I think, because I'm in it longer. You know, my bike, I'm on it for anywhere from 6 seconds on a fast bike to 8 seconds, you know, so, and that'll be it for the next 2 hours, and you gotta wait, so.
What's the fastest you ever go on that vehicle?
6, I can't remember the exact time, but 6 seconds over 200 miles an hour on a nitrous motorcycle.
Ooh. Have you ever fallen off?
Yeah.
You never fallen going off 150 and something miles?
No, I was going probably about 60. I flipped it on the track. It's on YouTube. I got back up. I was more mad
Was you hurt?
No, I wasn't hurt. I had my leathers by Speed and Strength, which is one of my sponsors. Tie that in.
Okay. Oh, say the name again.
Speed and Strength.
Speed and Strength. Okay.
Yeah. But they I had their suit on because they were my sponsors, and I fell. And I sat there and I was like, my bike's messed up. Like, what in the world? I didn't care about me.
That was not the words you used when you fell.
It was. But I was just more worried about my bike than anything. But my bike was good to go and I was fine. The paramedic's like, Miss Spurlock, can you sit over here? No, I want to see what's wrong with my bike.
Because it's like, I need my bike for the next race.
Exactly.
Okay, so
But I got right back on it in 20 minutes.
Have you did the funny car, not the big one, but the long skinny? I forgot the name of the vehicle.
Oh my God, the dragster type thing.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're making me lose my brain. But yes, I know what you're talking about. But that I do want to race those. If somebody wants to sponsor me to race those.
No, but we're gonna send them this video, and I'm gonna sit there and say, please support Dystany.
Yes, seriously.
Need to do that. So now we've got into that, and then now we're going into after April. You said the drag racing.
Drag racing starts in March, so if there's one point in time, I'll be doing both.
Okay,
yeah.
And then when does that season end?
Drag racing starts in March through November.
Does that so it's basically year round you go?
I have no off season, which I love.
That's good. Now, do you with the drag racing? You only race here in Richmond, or you go? Where do you go?
I race all over the states.
All throughout the U.S.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming sponsorships help you get around.
Yes, for the most part they do, but of course I'm still looking for sponsors in motorcycles and NASCAR, stock car, and arena.
Who are some of your biggest influences as you look into the racing aspect of this?
For which one?
All of it. I mean, like who got you into the arena? Like when you were looking at the drag race, because obviously most people take the courses,
right.
Try to go into the different fields,
right.
But you went straight into arena. What got you? Who was the biggest influence to get you into arena?
Well, arena, I knew nothing about it. It was one of those things where I walked past their big showroom that they have in Shirt Pop, and I was like, I want to do that, and we made that happen. But NASCAR, there's not really one person that I'd say made me say, hey, I want to do this. You know, it's just a sport in general. It's a challenging sport. It's something that's exciting, and I'm all about excitement. It's trying new things, and I know I will be great at it. I'm going to be great.
You're an adrenaline rush.
Junkie?
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I got that correct. Have you done the bungee jumping,
skydiving? Yeah, not yet, but I'm going to.
I've done. Okay, my mom's going to be mad if she hears this, but I've done skydiving. I've done the bungee. Ooh, the bungee was around. You know what really got me?
What?
Is the going back up.
Yeah. Okay, I'm there.
He was like, because you know it's coming,
right.
but it's like, because for example, the roller coaster, you go down, but you're going up a little slow.
Right.
I wasn't used to the jerk back up.
Yeah.
And you feel like your throat, everything, like you eating is going to come right back out.
Oh my God.
It didn't, but and thank God I did on an empty stomach. But
yeah.
it just was like, that's a rough. Who was your biggest influence in NASCAR or things like?
Like I said, I don't have any one person that made me want to say, let's do it. But right now, Joey Logano is doing his thing. Like, because he's so young and, you know, those guys are trying to push and he's like, I'm going to push back. You know, I'm not going to take it. Yeah. But I love Kyle Busch. Like, I don't know. Everybody was expecting me to say Danica, but just because she's a lady, you know, it's not going to make me say, oh yeah, I look up to Danica, like she's the one who made me do it. She paved the way, she did, and I honor her for
And there was a lot of other ones out there before, it's just that because she's the one doing so many other things.
Exactly. But we're going to change that, and Destiny's going to be right beside Danica.
No, I prefer you to be in front.
Yeah, I agree.
How much is costed with the arena? You have your own racing bike as well.
Yes, I do.
You have more than one bike like others. They got like 5 or 6 of them, or you just have one.
Well, right now I'm just racing my BMW S1000RR motorcycle.
BMW S1000RR.
Yes.
Ooh, how many cc's is that?
1,000.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking something else. Okay, well, what's your top speed on that one?
163 miles an hour and 8.44 seconds.
8.44.
And it's all stock motor, just power commander, swing arm, sprocket, and air shifter.
Can you build your own bike?
What do you mean, can I build one?
I mean, like some people are excellent racers, but they don't know how to build it. Like, if we put you in a shop with a whole bunch of parts,
I can maintenance my bike. I can't build a motor for it.
Well, I mean, like, for example, you can put more maintenance. Like, for example,
tire, oil.
But like, take the motor out, do some other things, take a new head, and all the other things with a bike or a car. Are you a motor
Do
head?
I want to? Yes, I do. I want to learn to. I seriously think if I just sat there, like it's nothing to drop the motor out of the motorcycle, but as far as taking things off and remembering where it goes, I'm gonna need somebody over my shoulder to make sure I do that right.
Okay, like, oh my God, you're gonna break. What about on a car?
I can't fix a motor either, but I can do the.
So you're not a gearhead yet.
I'm a gearhead. I want to be, but it's like when you have people, it's like, no, just focus on racing. We got this. I'm like, no, I want to learn.
So you're a distributor head, or can you change spark plugs?
Oh yeah, I can change spark plugs. That's enough.
Distributor cat. Okay. Just asking. You know, there's nothing wrong.
But you know what? Seriously, like I want to, and I will.
You need to tell them to let you do it.
That's the thing. I do. You understand? My team's like, just focus on racing. I'm like, no, you're gonna teach me about caster and camber and how to do what, but I know how to change the basic things. Okay. There's a lot of people out here who don't even do that, but it's okay.
I don't understand how people drive but can't change a job tire. That bothers me.
I don't understand how people drive and can't change oil. Like I don't.
Well, see, the only problem is they making these special ones. You can't go out. You can go to the shops and
you're right.
Get them, but like they don't make it anymore where you can just go in and drop it. You have to get a special wrench, and now people don't want to go.
I just had to take my car to get an oil change, and like $80-some. I'm like, well, why is it so much? Like, but you can.
What kind of car do you have?
A BMW.
Go ahead. What year? What series?
Oh my gosh! Why? 2012 335.
335.
That's like the Evans first.
Can I get it right? Yeah. Okay. I just want to know. So if you see me on the road, you know, I break down. I drive my '92 Honda Accord.
Ain't nothing wrong. That's a good gas.
It saves car. Yeah, I know. It's just that I do like 50 to 100 miles a year. Miles is an hour on a car. I mean, miles on a car. I'm not driving that fast on that car. I can't nowhere near get that fast. If it did, I'm not going to even bother trying. Is that your first? What was your first car?
That was my first car. I'm so weird. Like I've always been the person where if I cannot get what I want, I'm going to wait. I'm going to save till I can.
Okay, now say that again slowly for some other young kids and adults to get that. Say it one more time.
All right, I said I've always been that person where if I can't get what I want, I'm going to save until I can get it because I don't settle for less. That's not me. I cannot help that. People fault me for it, but that's just who I am. I can't help it.
So you paid it off.
It's not paid off.
Okay, see, we try to understand.
Like, I paid enough so that my payments are something I can afford.
Okay, something you can afford.
And good credit is a plus, you guys.
Good credit is a plus.
Keep your credit in check, please, because it's nothing like having great credit. I'm telling you, it pays off.
So, mom didn't use your name on the electric bill and cable bill. You didn't get that?
No. No, none of that's going on over here. No.
Your mom will beat me at some
No.
point in time. Well, that's good. How do you feel like now that you're in this? Do you feel like the pressure is a ceiling, or do you feel like you're still trying to get it cracked? Like they saying, okay, you're only going to do this much because you're a girl, you're a minority woman, you're doing all these different things, or you're just being a female, you're a minority in the field, but by definition. Do you feel like a ceiling that is just you're trying to get through, or some different things that they're just not letting you do?
It's not that they're not letting me; they don't want to. Mm-hmm. But just because they don't want to doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Obviously,
I'm a go-getter. I promise you, I eat, breathe, sleep my passions, whether it's motorcycle drag racing or racing in stock cars to go into NASCAR. Like I love it. Whatever it takes, I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's hard. It's very hard, but who said it was going to be easy? Like they say, the road to success. Everybody sees the happy gold and that straight line.
But they did not see what took you to get
Exactly.
So the real is the journey that's what's making this the joyful part of this.
Yes.
Things. What are some of the things that they don't want to let you do? They don't want you. Feel free. Come on.
Well, no.
I mean, you're like, I'm putting you on the spot.
No, you're fine. I love this. But it's hard getting into NASCAR.
Right.
Like, because NASCAR, if you weren't born into it, it's really hard to get into it.
Very much so.
Sponsorships, it's so hard to get because NASCAR is such an expensive sport.
Now, that was the thing I'm trying to understand. I was going to get into ask you when you mentioned NASCAR and also within my notes. Have you looked into, or Benny started a nationwide series or the truck? I've seen people do the motorbike, they go to the truck series, mm-hmm. Then they go to the nationwide series before you can get to NASCAR. Right. Have you looked into going that route?
Well, right now, this is what I'm doing. I have a team in North Carolina, Morrisville, North Carolina. They have my car and everything. They're getting it together. We're basically needing sponsorships right now. That is what the holdup is.
How much you need?
I can't give you a exact amount, but I'd say triple digits.
Triple digits, okay. So
right now, K&N Pro Series is where we're trying to start off at.
K&N Pro Series.
The K&N Pro Series
is
nationwide.
Mid-region K&N.
They have East Coast and all that.
I've seen them race in Tennessee.
Yeah.
They usually do the Mid-Atlantic.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So we're wanting to start off with K&N, the nationwide, then Sprint Cup. But anywhere from 250,000 to 500,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
I may got 150 in a grand in the bank spare. I might let you.
That would be awesome.
Seriously, so that's not a problem.
Sponsorships. That is the hold up, and I have the ability. I have the team behind me to be able to do anything that I want to do, and I cannot. I definitely believe and have faith in God. Like without Him, I can do nothing. Seriously.
God's gonna get you there because faith without works. And
yes.
Definitely doing the work part and things. So I appreciate it.
Man, I be crying like, I want to do this, but it's like.
Now, let me ask you this: have you now that, and obviously there's not just you, there's plenty of females out there.
Yes.
Have you tried to get scheduled meeting with some of the bigger riders and saying, hey?
As far as NASCAR, no, I have not, but I do go to like all the races like here in Richmond when they have them, or Martinsville, and I'm in the pits with my cousin Justin, which is also my sponsors because he loves NASCAR, and I got to meet a few of the racers.
I've been to Bristol. I've been down in Europe to spend some time in Martinsville, Henry County down there. So I've been to a couple of races down
I hate
there.
Bristol. As far as drag racing motorcycles, because of the elevation, normally I'm running like 8 seconds. I'll go there and run like 9 seconds, and it's so frustrating.
How you like Talladega?
You know what? I have not been to Talladega. I have not, but I have to. Like, that's one of my favorite
You gotta
tracks
go to Talladega.
to watch. So I gotta
Okay,
go.
yeah, because the Brickyard series and things like that just out there is very nice. The series goes very hard out there. Do you like racing in the wintertime or the summer?
Summer, because I know. This is
So,
why I like.
I'm asking because people say like, okay, that's a dumb question, but
No,
you
it's
understand
not.
why?
No,
I'm
I
asking.
understand.
Okay.
Yes, I love the summer. All right, I love the winter because my bike goes fast when it's cold. But in the summer, I like the summer because I just love what the summer has to offer. But then I'll go back because I say I like the winter because I like to snowboard. So.
See, you really an adrenaline rush. So are we gonna see you on the Moto X and the X Games and all that stuff too?
They give me an opportunity, I sure will be.
Oh my God.
Burden, I have all of your gear. I have your jacket. I have your jackets, your snowboards, everything. But Burden's really big in the snowboard.
Yeah, so it was like you just got it going on. What do you ever feel like your BMW or your motorcycle? Do you ever feel like just getting up and just taking a drive just to get away from it? You just need a breather.
Yeah, I do. I do that more or less on my bike than my car because I kind of drive my car every day. But the bike, yeah, I'll get on and like, I'm just gonna drive somewhere.
Do you like the driving an open road country, the city, or do you just flash your car, or what do you like driving the most? Or where's the most? I'll give you an out. Where's your favorite place to drive?
I like the 5 and dime ride that we have here, Route 5, and get on the ferry, then come back on Route 10. But I love that ride. It's so relaxing. It's fun. I love it.
Ever thought about doing the Cannonball Run?
Yes, I have. I do. I want to do that.
If you get out there on a Cannonball Run, someone's gonna give you the money for it.
I know
You
it.
gotta get to the Cannonball Run.
I want to. And then once I become a billionaire and stuff, I'm gonna do the Gumball 3000.
I'm not familiar with the Gumball.
No, you look
I
at it.
see
It's a
it.
really good event.
And I feel bad now because if I know about all the other ones, and
You should know about that.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with
Well,
that.
you know Eve, the rapper.
Mhm.
She's married to I think he's like the head of it or something like that.
Yeah, I thought she was married to the shipper, the guy that owns a shipping company. I could be wrong. I'm not familiar.
But yeah, he doesn't live here in the States. He's like
Obviously, they
somewhere.
all over the place. What about where are you in your standings now? By the way, for the Arena Series, are you leading the series?
You
or?
know, I have not even checked my points. We just had like our first race.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
you
it just started.
So
But
I didn't know how many races a week. Is it just once a week?
It's probably like between 1 to 2 a month between November and April. I keep saying August, April. So it's anywhere from there.
Okay, and then you get your and that's how you get your 14 there. How now? Besides the racing, you've also delved into other things. Like, what other sports do you like?
I like every sport. Like, there's no sport I don't like. Like, I can skateboard, I snowboard, I love modeling.
Horseback riding, polo.
You know, I'll try it. Why not? Go for it. Like, I don't know. I love all sports. But you know what? The only sport I cannot really play is basketball. And everybody's like, you have the height. I can dribble a ball. I can do free throws. I can get the ball down there. But don't ask me to, like, post up and, like, no.
That's that's astounding. You get throw football, you play softball, baseball.
Everything, volleyball, all that. But basketball is just not my
Who's your favorite team in basketball, football, and baseball?
Don't really have a basketball team. I would bandwagon and say the Heat because that's what my dad likes, but I don't really have one.
Tell your dad. Okay, is your dad a Heat fan before?
Yeah, he was before.
Oh, so
yeah,
he's original when they were not good.
Yeah.
Glenn Ranks back in the day.
Exactly.
Okay, he's not a bandwagon.
But football, Cowboys. And I've been a Cowboys fan, so I'm ride or die, lose or win. Romo, yes, I know, could do without, but I'm still a Cowboys fan.
You know, your team would never win again in the Super Bowl until you A, get rid of the quarterback and get rid of your owner.
Oh, but you know what? I did like 49.
You like 49?
Only for one reason, though.
Let me guess, Kaepernick or Vernon Davis?
Yes!
Or both?
Kaepernick. No,
so you like the cutie that all the other women like.
Nah.
So, but now, if he wasn't playing
quarterback. Eye candy, that's it.
Oh, but if he was walking around and he was never a quarterback, you wouldn't even know.
No, I probably would. Seriously, that's the thing. I don't have a type, but I like guys that people like, they think he look weird. Like, everybody thinks Kaepernick looks weird, like, because of his nose. I'm like, they just...
I was seeing women left and right chasing after that, man. I don't think he ever...
See, they probably like him because of football and all that, but if I just saw him on the street, I'm like, oh, he's cute.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but now he's a football player. He's fine.
No! He's cute, he's fine regardless.
Oh, no, but like, he's like, oh, he's cute.
No, I'm just like, he's cute, who is that, you know? Like, that's about it.
Okay, so now how do you delve into modeling? You're into modeling. How was that for you?
Modeling as well. I actually graduated high school early because I wanted to go straight into modeling, but then Jefferson came. But modeling's going really well. I'm on the cover of Hair and Motion magazine and also New Growth.
Where's my magazine? I need to get a signed copy.
I got you.
You got me?
I got you, I promise.
I do. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you an email. Where my magazine?
Seriously, I got you, I promise.
Okay, not a problem.
But that's going really well, very well.
That's not a problem. I appreciate it. Now, the modeling, where have you only modeled here in the U.S. or?
Yes, I've only modeled here in the U.S., but like I said, I want to travel. I love traveling, and I'm going to get to Sierra Leone soon.
You're going to get to Sierra Leone?
Yes,
okay.
I am.
You got to. It's beautiful. So you got your passport ready?
Oh, I already have that.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
you gotta get it
lost
renewed.
my passport, right? My mom found it a whole year later. So I just recently found my passport within the last week.
So but I think they deactivated the first one now.
No. It's like good till 2016.
Oh, but you also, I think, you didn't get a replacement.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so got you. Thanks, Mom, for getting her passport.
Thanks,
you have a 21-year-old daughter that can't hold on to her things, but that's fine.
I lose my keys like every day.
To a BMW.
I know. I can't. I was swearing like, Mom, where's my keys?
Everybody loses the keys, but you can't.
I know. So now I have a special cupcake that I just painted that I can put them in and then put the top on it. So I always know my keys.
Oh my! Now I'm going to ask you a question here. What do you think of the issues of modeling that the lack of diversity and things like? Are you a black woman or ethnic background? Are you okay? How do you feel that just a lack of diversity besides black, but just any minority culture? We don't see hardly many Asian Americans,
right.
And especially Native Americans, like they always willing to dress up somebody else for that. And to me, it's just as bad as blackface in back in the day movies. Like, what's your thoughts?
That's tough. I feel like it's better now that a lot of people are starting to get into the minorities and trying different things. But it's all in where you look, because you can look in like Vogue and you'll just see one type, or you can go look in another magazine, you'll see all types of minorities. So it's
but how can we? But it's there, or we have to create our own series. I'm not saying in terms of like, oh, you only make it if you're in Vogue or Cosmo. I'm saying that the level of notoriety is not there. And that's where I'm saying is like, how can we, not diminishing, respectfully not trying to diminish anybody, but how can we get that notoriety? What do we need to do to get better?
I would just say just stand up for who we are, Don't take no for an answer. Show people, hey, I am who I am and I can do this. You have to own it. And sometimes you just have to take what you want.
And if not, but then you have 200 fashion designers at the Fashion Week twice a year in New York saying no matter what.
I was actually in the New York Fashion Week.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. No, but I'm just saying that he or she is saying, no. So how do you what would you do? Let's say there's 5 of them, or let's just say there's a fashion show coming up. You want to get involved, and they say, forget it, no minority women, we want all one type. What do you say to that? How do you cross them and convince them?
How do you convince them? Show them. You have to make them understand that you are hungry and that you have something to offer. You have to let them know what can you, tell them what you can bring to the table to make them want you.
Okay.
And you have to show that confidence. You have to own it. And if they still say no, hey, I'm going to do my own fashion show.
Okay. Let me play devil's advocate with you. Okay, Ms. Spurlock, I see that you want to model in my show, and
Yes.
I appreciate it, but I see a bunch of young girls. You know, a lot of them pretty like you and things like that. They from the, and I'm saying this as if they talk to you.
Yeah.
Like you're from the hood like everybody else. And you're, and obviously you're not.
Right.
But you know how.
Yeah, how it is.
Because they come to you
Right.
like that. So it's like, so you're from the hood, you little ghetto girl, whatever. So what can you offer me?
I am Dystany Spurlock. There is not another one of me. I have the personality. I have the look. It may not be for you, but there's somebody for everybody. Modeling is my passion. It's my love. It's my heart, and I can definitely bring it across on your runway.
Well, my fashion designs, cater to a certain clientele. My clientele doesn't exactly look like you, so why should I have you on my show?
Because even though your clientele doesn't look like me, somebody that looks like me may see it, and that may add to your clientele. Hey, nailed it.
I'm not saying nothing else. I'm gonna sit right here, turn around, grab some water. Give me some water. Okay, I'm grabbing my water. I'm not, got no problem. How has, granted, you've been into this for a while.
Yeah.
How has this changed you? You obviously, and this may be somewhat of a unfair question because you're 21.
Mm-hmm.
But how has this changed? You're not the young woman that was 10.
Yeah.
12, 14, 18, even that. You're not the same woman last year.
Right.
How has this changed you?
It's weird because ever since I was little, I've always been around my mom, so I've always been around older people. I've never been the one to hang with, the kids, unless it's the boys playing football or something like that. But,
Tackle football?
yeah, tackle football. Oh, they was like, let's play touch. I was the one that's like, no, I want to tackle. But
Yeah, they were looking to play touch for another reason.
yeah, no joke. So we're going to tackle.
That was not the touch football I think they were referring to.
Exactly. But I've just always been that, like, two steps ahead of the game as far as maturity. So I wouldn't say it's changed me, but it's also matured me even more to the point where now I'm a business owner. Like Dystany Spurlock Racing, that is a business. Like I am my own brand, so I have to know that and keep that, uphold that. So it's just made me more mature mentally. And
How has it, how do you feel when you see these other young women, I'm 37, soon to be 38. You see women in mid-30s or just women your age. You see them, and unfortunately, there's not enough of you on TV or the papers and things like that. And I'm hoping to be an answer to help contribute to positive images.
Definitely.
How come, what do you see in these different images? How do you feel when they're out there and you knowing that you don't act like this, but they're portraying other minority women as loud, attitude, problem? See, you're confident.
Right.
Obviously, you're not cocky.
No,
But there's women who are loud and confident, but you can see the arrogance within them. How do you feel when you see these things?
If I'm understanding your question correctly, you mean like as far as people that are just really loud and just like
like the image of black women these days. So basically, what is your view in comparison that you see this and you know that you're doing what you can to help make a change?
Well, some people, it's just all in the person. They have to want it. If they're used to being around people that are loud and just like whatever, I don't care, I don't want to work, I want to live under somebody. That's them. But you have to have that person that's in your corner that's like, you can do better than this. You can step outside of the box, even if your friends are looking at you crazy, like, why you want to work, girl? Because I do. That's what I want to.
Exactly.
You have to want to do better for yourself and want to be a better person.
What's your favorite TV show out there now?
You know, I promise you, I don't get to watch
I don't
TV.
know what's
I'm
going on. You
never
probably
home.
sleep.
I promise you, I'm never home, and when I am home, sleep. I don't watch TV.
Mm. What's a typical week of Dystany Spurlock? Like right now, like you race tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay, so after you leave this interview, what's Dystany Spurlock gonna do? What's her week?
So what Dystany Spurlock's gonna do is, all right, Sunday. Sunday I might not make it to church because I might be asleep from the race, or either I might be at a race.
Where's your church?
Mount Gilead.
Mount Gilead. What's the color?
Full Gospel Ministries.
Where's Mount Gilead located?
Off of Paul Street.
Address.
Oh my God. This is bad. I'm supposed to know it. I know how to get there. It's up Paul Street. Once you get to the Kroger, make a right, and then you make another right.
What's the color of the building?
It's a brick building, and it has a lot of. You can't. It's back like you. Once you make a right, you go back. It's like all these trees, and you'll see Kroger on your right. Then once you make a right, you'll see the trees and
Who's
stuff.
the pastor?
Bishop. Oh my God, Daniel! You put me on the spot. Daniel. Oh my God, you're really putting me on the spot right now. Bishop Daniel Robinson.
Daniel Robinson. You know I'm about to
I
turn my
couldn't get
head
it
and
out.
drink my water.
You put me on the spot like, but yeah.
What's his wife?
Alina Robinson.
Alina Robinson.
Robinson,
Okay.
yeah.
So I want to go.
Do you go there?
I've been there several times.
Okay.
Right. I want to go visit. What's the phone number?
I don't know the phone number by heart.
Website?
thebombandgilead.org.
Okay. You been part of Biddy Ministries?
No.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna move on. I'm giving you the side eye.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, give me the side eye.
Why
I'm gonna have
you
to,
do
you know,
that?
I'm gonna go to the website and see if I see you in the video in the church.
You go on Wednesday. I go on Wednesday.
Oh, so you
a
go on
lot.
Wednesdays?
Yeah,
Okay,
I go on
good,
Wednesdays because most of the time, like I said, I'm racing on Sundays, Saturdays, Sundays for 2 days races.
So you gotta catch church.
On Wednesday.
That's the one thing I wish more churches, especially minority churches. I wish that they have church throughout the week, or if not every day, because of life and things like that. Because obviously, football, sports, whatever. Not that you're putting God to the side. You're still getting your day of rest.
And then sometimes, like I'll just watch it online because they have the
web series, right? And I'm trying to get more people to accept me, and there's people like I don't want that, or I don't want music, and things like that.
Right.
So Sunday, what else? If you make it to church or not, what else is going on for the week or Sunday?
Really, I'll be
Trying to get your rest.
get my rest, relaxing. But throughout the week, I do a lot of community events. Like I just was at what school is that? George Mason Elementary for their career day.
Oh.
So I do a lot of things for community.
So you get a lot of calls for community events
Yes,
and things like
and
that.
I'll bring my car and my bike out, or stuff.
So you're driving the trailer again with Mom, who's not backing up.
Yeah, he's not backing up. He's not backing up, but I'm telling y'all, we're gonna get that together.
Okay, we're gonna get that. So we're getting you to these events. What are some of the questions the kids ask you a lot? What do you get?
Oh God, is that real? Okay, so I was just at.
Kids ask some of the darndest questions.
Seriously, so I was just at the at George Mason Elementary, and this little boy said, "Is that car real?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's real. It has a motor. Let me show you." So this other little boy was like, he said, "That looks like a Hot Wheel." I was like, "You know what? That does look like a Hot Wheel." That's the first.
That's the whole point.
They asked me how much does my motorcycle cost, to can they drive it, to who painted it, kids questions. I love it though. They keep me laughing.
What are the girls singing to it?
It was pink. I like that. Can I sit on that?
Is pink your favorite color?
Hot pink.
Hot pink. Stilettos. Hot pink.
Yes.
Oh, see, I had to ask. We're going to make sure we got that in. Now, what is with the public speaking? Where else have you spoken at?
Spoken at Virginia State University, BUU, Virginia Union University, Hampton, Norfolk. I haven't went to ODU or Virginia Tech yet. But I've gone to Highland Springs High School, Henry High School,
So you've been
Ivy
all over
Elementary.
speaking. All over speaking.
All over, and I love it so much.
What's the where else have you visited besides here in the U.S.? Have you been outside the U.S.?
I'm not. Well, yeah, the Bahamas.
Bahamas. How'd you like it there?
I liked it. I went there for my 16th birthday on a cruise with mom, and
Okay.
so much fun.
Mom is having a ball and all this. I know she is.
Yeah. Sometimes she hates me because I'm calling like, Mom, can you do this, that? And then my publicist, I'm like, can you do this, that? They're like, look, Dystany, look, I can't do it all. I'm like, I know, that's what I got y'all for.
So, have you looked into? You want to get into? You do modeling. Do you want to also transition into acting?
I'm actually acting now. I'm going to be on a show called Precinct 757. It's based in Norfolk. Yeah, and it's going to be on Time Warner Television and some other stations, but I'm not sure all of them as
So
of yet.
okay, so their local channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, what's your role? I'm sorry.
I
Are we allowed to
I
ask?
No, I think I can. I'm minus.
Do I have to do? I need to pull up the contract on
No,
the phone.
I'm Helmet Girl.
Helmet girl.
Yeah, that's all I can say.
Helmet girl. Okay. I'm
Just
thinking.
know, I'm really not mean, y'all, but they got me being all tough and.
Don't sound like it.
I love it though.
Is this something like when my ears gonna bleed?
Oh no, nothing like that.
Okay.
I'm just like got guns and stuff. Like
So you firing a gun?
yeah.
Oh.
I go to the gun range frequently though.
Oh, you got a gun license.
No, I don't have a gun license, but I do go to the gun range.
Do you want to own a gun?
Yes, I do. I want a 45.
45. Okay.
I can shoot 45s. I can't shoot 40s for some reason.
What do you think of the gun laws and all these different issues and illegal guns? Just the other day we had several fathers shooting their daughters or sons
Yeah.
and killing.
It's
What's your
crazy.
say?
I feel like this. I definitely feel like if you are a security person, security officer in a school, I do feel like you need to carry one, yes. But as far as like, you can go to a restaurant nowadays and you'll see somebody with a gun on their holster. It kind of makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's fine if you have it and it's like away or something like that, as long as you have a license. But if you have it and it's just out there and it's just like,
I feel like it's starting to become like the old West.
Old West,
It's
exactly.
like everybody's a gun. Now, granted, we live in a very big time gun state, Virginia, but down in
gosh, Commonwealth.
we just love the guns. It's like, okay, you want a gun, fine.
Fine.
But it's just like, I want to take it to the pool.
Exactly.
I want to have it here. You got
I'm
five.
going to the movies. You got your gun on you. I'm in the children's museum. You got your gun.
Whatever
Why
happened to just having a little bit of faith?
are
Not a little bit, but just having some
Exactly.
faith.
Exactly.
And I tell you, if you live the type of life that you always got to have the gun, there's a problem. If you're not a law enforcement
There's an
officer.
issue.
Because I see women, I need a strong man who can fight and protect you. What kind of man
Exactly.
you need in
Need
your
that.
life?
Yep.
What's the next goal for Miss Dystany? Like, are you looking to write a book? I know you mentioned NASCAR, but you have a story to tell. You want to let's get your book out now, so we can have a series. What do you want to do?
And my publicist, she wants me to start writing my book now.
I love the woman. She knows what I'm talking about. I love a woman who knows what I'm talking about. See, so that's two people, three probably.
Miss Nikki Carey, that's her.
Oh yes, so it says Nikki Carey.
Yes, Carey.
Okay, Miss. Who else is on your team that made you? Got your publicist? Who else is on your team?
Got my publicist, Miss Nikki Carey, my mom. She's my momager, manager.
Hello, Mom. How you doing? Your daughter's someone behaving herself. But who else?
And those are pretty much like my go-to people that I talk to on a daily basis. I do have other people that are helping me, but I'll probably talk to them probably once or twice a month, but those are my go-to.
How is it having, well, let me go back to the first question. What's the next, besides the book?
Yeah.
You say you're thinking about it. What else, what's NASCAR, what else is Miss Dystany trying to do?
That's what I want to do. Well, 5 years. Going to be a NASCAR. My first book should be out by my 5th year. What else? I want to open up my own facility for kids, kind of like a YMCA.
A counseling or
No, like a YMCA, but Boys and Girls Club mix. It's going to be a facility for kids that want to do football, cheerleading, whatever they want to do. It's going to be a big facility for that, and hopefully, I'm trying to get it to where it will be no charge. And that's what I want to do. And I'm also working on my foundation called What's Your Destiny.
What's your destiny?
What's Your Destiny?
Oh.
And what it's going to be about, it's going to be helping kids that have dreams and they're not able to make them happen, such as there's a little girl out here that wants to be a designer. Okay, we're going to make that happen. What do we need to do?
Send her to school.
Exactly.
You know, there's a lot of design schools. You mentioned the technology and the things that your mother has
Yes.
done. One of the things that's a big issue for me is there's not enough women in the technical, I forgot the term, but in science, engineering, and
Yes.
things like that. How is that influencing you with your father being involved, and also your mother? How is that influencing you?
I think it's great. It's great actually. And here lately, I've been hearing a lot of people getting into that field.
That's awesome.
Like out of nowhere, it's just like, what is going on? But I love it because we need that diversity. We need that newness to it.
Yeah, because we need more. Just because it's not just about having the minorities, and because we do need that, but it's about sharing open ideas and breaking things from a different perspective.
Yes.
Because I could be just in that field, or not just in science technology, but marketing,
Right.
business. Because, for example, if we have more minorities in the field, would we have seen that in the marketing? Would we have seen the Mary J. Blige commercial? No.
Exactly. You are so, I didn't even thought about it like that. You're so right
Because when you
though.
see these different things, or did you see the one, and I don't want to call it the wrong company because I forgot, but where it was the three men hitting the buckets, and then the guy in the middle was wearing a monkey outfit. It was
Was that Adidas?
it was Home Depot. Actually.
Home Depot?
Yeah, they put an ad on Twitter with that. They took it off 5 minutes later. If you had somebody in marketing who was a minority, maybe they do, but they just said, okay.
To say something.
It was like, that's not going to
No,
work.
right.
Good and everything.
It's all about voice. That's why I tell people
Being willing to use that.
use that voice. Yes, because you can say something, somebody be like, you know what, that's a great idea, and it can blow up into something big. But if you stay quiet, don't say anything, nothing's gonna change.
So I have to wait till you're 26. I'm 42 before I get your book.
Yeah, probably. I'm just letting you know within my 5 year thing. It can be earlier,
Okay.
but I'm saying by 5 years it's gonna be there.
So your life, I would like a chapter or a suggestion. You know, your life has changed after you met this guy named Mr. L.P. Stephen Sykes in the book. And you may be chapter 15 or
Okay.
1. You know, the first 15 got to be family.
Okay.
The next one got to be me. Okay.
I just have to get a roundabout of what I want to write about.
What's your helmet like? The helmet. Do you? I meant to ask you. Do you? Is it pink? I'm assuming to match everything. Is it with the funny designs?
Okay, well, I have a lot of helmets, but my one that's most known is the one that Freddie of Killer Creations, which is another one of my sponsors.
I'm sorry, Freddie of
Killer Creations.
Killer Creations.
They're out of Philadelphia.
Okay. Hey, Freddie.
Hey, Freddie. He painted my most known helmet for me. It's an Indian headdress because they used to call me Indian Princess because I always wear my hair in pigtails. So they used to call me Indian Princess. So I said, you know what? And I've always been fascinated with Indian things. So he did a headdress and it's really pretty and it matches my motorcycle.
You have Indian, Native American? Do you have any background on family culture?
So they tell me my great grandmother on my mom's side, she was Cherokee, but I haven't gone into doing, my ancestry to get into that, but I want to.
Because they are obviously encompass many states.
Right.
And so.
And then my grandfather on my mother's side, my poppy's dad, they said he was Caucasian.
So it's a beautiful diversity.
Yeah.
And things you're pushing forward.
That's
So we have a book coming out soon. We have.
not super soon, but soon enough.
You're doing acting.
Yes.
How long is the series? This coming out? When is the series coming out?
I want to say they said sometime in March of next year.
Are we finished completing or you're filming now?
We're filming season 2 now.
Oh, so you were part of season 1 too?
Yeah, y'all don't see much of me in season 1. Y'all see enough of me to say, who is that? What is that? A lot of twists. A lot of twists. The show, I will give you a feel of it. It's kind of like CSI/Wire type of feel.
Rough all around. Okay, so now, how do we get to see season 1? Are you on Netflix?
No, it's not. Like I said, we haven't finished editing yet.
So you be okay. So season 1's not even out yet.
It's not out yet. It'll be out in March. Like I said, I think they said within March of next year.
How long did it take to film that season?
We've been all summer.
So are you?
Like we just wrapped up. I'll say last month.
How do you film? How do you work that in with your racing?
It's so hard. I promise promise you. It's been times where they've had to film things without me and then go back and like edit me
Are you
in because
ticking people off? I'm assuming.
I'm not taking them off because they understand. First, they know. So they try to set the schedule ahead of time. Like, okay, Destiny, when are your races so we can work around you? So they do try to work with me, but the times that they can't work with me, yeah.
Causing some problems.
Some problems.
Oh.
But I'm sorry.
But okay, so you're acting. What got you into acting? Just someone said, hey, do this role, or?
A lot of people ask me, Destiny, why don't you try acting? I'm like, I don't know, why don't I? And I love doing it. Like, I love it. I'm a big fan of like the Keke Palmer. Like, that is my girl. But I've always wanted to try it, and I tried it, and I'm like, really good.
So what other roles have you done, or this is your first?
That's my first big one. I have some other things cooking up in the kitchen
So we're
that
working
may
on
have
them.
that may be
Okay.
happening.
You've done some commercials.
I done one when I was little.
Oh.
I did a disco sports commercial when I was kicking around the soccer ball and things. But you'll see a lot of me on NBC 12 here in Richmond because they are one of my sponsors, and I've done an interview with them recently, and I was also on Marina Carr one day recently.
Who's your favorite actress?
I liked how you say her name, Taraji.
Oh, Taraji P. Henson.
Yes, I like her because she's just like cutthroat. Like, I don't care, whatever, you like me or you don't. I like Tiara Taylor, but she's not really an actress. But
She just wants to. She's just one of these girls that just are there.
yeah,
You
but
know,
I love her.
I love her hair, all that big hair of hers, but
I'm a big Tiana Taylor fan. Like, I seriously am. I've been with like a fan of hers since Sweet 16. Like, I don't know. She's a lot like me as far as
girl. She's a girly girl, but very much a tomboy.
and that's how I am. Like, she has her Jordans with her leggings, and that's me. Like, I love her.
Rihanna fan.
No,
Okay.
I'm not a Rihanna fan. I love her music. I'm not knocking at all. She is great. The only thing that I'm a fan of Rihanna's, but the only thing I don't like that she said was she's not a role model. And I don't think we need that right now with the youth that is growing up. We need somebody that we can look up to.
Exactly, because that, what's the other younger rapper?
Nicki Minaj.
Yes,
Yeah.
foolishness and things.
Yeah,
I wish we can just cut certain people from society and just put them somewhere.
Yeah,
in our
they're both great, but I just don't like the fact that Rihanna said, I'm not looking to be a role model, because certain kids can take that in the wrong way and just go out here and be buck wild and do all types of crazy
There's
things.
a better way of presenting yourself.
Exactly.
Okay.
You should have said, I'm edgy. I'm edgy, but, I'm still a role model. I may be a little edgy, but I'm still a role model.
Or you could have said something to the fact that, yes, I'm out there and things like that, but, it'd be nice to have your parent. And unfortunately, a lot of kids have their parents, but really not parents because they still growing themselves and they're not teaching their child right from wrong, so they don't have that. And unfortunately, the music and TV is raising them.
Yes, you're
We're
right.
not
Such
getting
as the 16.
Gosh, yes.
All right.
But I think what's a couple of political questions to ask you and things, and I'll let you go. What do you think of the healthcare situation here and the healthcare bill and things?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not much up on current events. I'm not gonna sit here and try to fake like because I saw a thing on TV where they asked, what was it? The question was, would you like the Obamacare plan or the Affordable Care Act, which is the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just weird to see people like, I want the Affordable Care Act. It's like it's the same thing, right? But I do know enough about that, but I really don't follow current events like that. I should, but I'm not gonna lie.
Because a lot of what's going on is really affecting you.
Yes,
now.
exactly.
Your money, because you earn a couple of $1 million right now, so
Keep thinking. I will be, but
You
right
will.
now I don't.
Tomorrow you're gonna sign that deal, that movie deal, and things like that.
Thank you,
Sister
God.
Tyson's gonna call you. I need you to play my granddaughter. We're gonna do what we can. So pretty soon, the next few years, we're going to have you on the Oscars,
The ESPYs, yes,
everything
all
else.
that.
Can you sing?
That's the only thing I can't do, y'all.
Yeah, just
But-
hit me off with a note right now.
You're not about to embarrass me.
We're Enliven Radio. We encourage you. We're about empowerment.
Empowerment.
That's our word.
I'm all about knowing your talents and your blessings that you've been blessed with and using those.
But you're not going to give me a no.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Because one, my mom will laugh at me. Everybody that sees this will laugh at me. And that's
no, they will say, you know what? This girl, remember, you said you're a go-getter. You said you're going to go try.
I know my place. Singing is not it.
Okay, not a problem. We're going to let you go.
My mom always said, well, that's the thing. Because I always say, Mom, I wish I could sing. She goes, well, which one would you rather? Would you rather just be able to only sing and that's it? Or have all your other beautiful talents? I said, oh, my other talents.
Well, we all know our places and things like that, and our strengths and abilities, so we go through. So a young girl sees this, and mother says, you know what? I like this young lady named Dystany. I want to go out and support her. Where can she find you?
You can go to my website, which is dspurlockracing.com.
How you spell Spurlock?
Spurlock. My Facebook is Dystany Spurlock, and that's Dystany, Dystany.
D-Y. Well, why mom did you just spell the Destiny that way? Just curious.
Okay, so she didn't know what to name me. My dad wanted to name me Shaquille, which thank God for my mother. Laugh. It's funny. It's terrible, actually.
We all got name stories, so don't worry. Mom's, go ahead.
And so mom was like, we're not naming her that. So she said she was sitting at the kitchen table at my granny and poppy's house, and she said the name Dystany just came to her. And she said, since the name is unique already in itself, she wanted to put her own twist on it. And she's always like Y's, so she put D, 2 Y's, D-Y-S-T-A-N-Y.
Okay, awesome. And and by the way, also, I'm going to get this out there. You are going to, you're thinking about college as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Online or some kind of time thing. And you want to be
Well, then I want to do biochemistry and chemical engineering, but now I'm into like the forensics types.
But now, I just want to let you know, it's not what you see on TV. You're not running around in designer suits and cars and Ferraris and solving a crime for hours and done in 2 days.
See, I want to work with like the cases, like with the kids' cases. That's what.
We Ain't No Half Stuff with Marcus J. It was on Mondays from 7 to 9. We sponsor Missing Child every week. Sorry, not sponsored. We speak about missing children every week.
Really?
On there, yes.
See, I love stuff like that.
And then we do a lot of things with that.
Yeah.
And I try to do the SAT prep program, a variety of things.
Sweet.
So, was you a good kid in school?
Yeah, I was very good. I was that teacher's pet. Like, I love my teacher. Like, you need help, I'm raising my hand, I'll do it,
Have you had a lot of friends? Was the kids mean to you?
This story. All right, last story. All right, so
I'm going to pull it out.
Ever since I was in elementary school, I've always, it's sad, and I mean it. I mean this. Like, in elementary school, I was always that girl that everybody loved to hate. Elementary, then it went to middle school, then it went to high school.
Because you were pretty.
It's not even that. I was always the one that didn't do what everyone else did. Like, in elementary school, I was the one that, when they have like the presidential awards where you have to run around the track and a certain amount of time you get presidential, I was the one that was doing that. And the girls are like, why are you doing that? For what? If somebody say, you know Dystany? I'm like, yeah, I know Dystany. So it's like that. I don't know why. Didn't really matter.
Some people just want to be cute and hate.
I guess. I don't know. I don't have time to worry about everybody else. You worry about other people too much. You can't focus on yourself.
Well, Ms. Spurlock, I thank you so very much for coming out to Enliven Radio and supporting Legacy Internet Radio. And we're always about improvement in life and highlighting strong people and young women such as yourself. We need about at least a couple million of you just to help the world go.
Aw,
and everything. So I thank you. You're also love having you. You're also a friend of the program. If you have anything going on, please make sure you let us know so we can promote you and get you out there.
Shirts coming out soon.
We got shirts. Oh, okay. We're gonna make a trade. Okay, I'm gonna trade. We have shirts. We have an Enliven Radio shirt and then Legacy Radio. I get you one of those.
I get you one of your nice.
Okay, no. And you're gonna come back and give me my book with the signature.
Yes. My two magazines I'm on the cover of.
Okay.
The other one's online. But,
okay. Well, you have to show that to me. But I thank you so very much.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. This is Stephen Sykes with Enliven Radio, Mr. LP, Miss Dystany Spurlock, and we'll catch you on the next series. Y'all have a blessed one, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.